Okay, this is one of my favorite shooters. Really simple to make, really inexpensive, and really accurate and fun to shoot. What you need is a little wire frame. You need a dang tongue style. Like these little, they're basically made as toys. They come with a really cheap rubber band and a little cheap pouch. I use Texarum's pouches and Alliance number 64 rubber bands. And we're going to make a taper. The way these are usually made, they come with a pouch with a single rubber band that attaches onto the frame, and they're not really useful that way. By using an extra set of bands with a taper, you get a really useful and accurate and fast slingshot for BB shooting. Now, what you do is take the pouch, put one end through, and don't need to cut or tie anything. Just make sure the bands stay straight, flat against each side, trying to avoid twists. Pull one side through. Put the band on the inside of the pouch through the loop on the outside. Try and keep the band that goes from the pouch to the connection point in the slingshot flat without twist. Let the twist in the rubber band stay on the back side of the pouch. Up. Take another and do the same. So pull a little bit through. Take the long end, making sure it's all untwisted. Put it through the back end. Pull it. As the knot tightens, make sure that the band in front, the long part, stays flat and even. It just keeps it from twisting up when you're shooting. Take them out and tighten them a little bit. And making sure the band stays flat and even. And now the trick is to get a taper. Just take an additional rubber band, put it through the band that's on the pouch. So the band that's coming out has a band that goes through it. Fold that in half, again keeping everything flat and untwisted. Now you've got a taper. Four strands here, 2 strands connected to the pouch. Keep everything flat and even. Attach there's 2 loops here now. Attach the inside loop against the flat part of this post, and then attach the second loop to the kinked part of the post. Put them together, and you got a really good fast taper. Something on the other side. Take the pouch strap, the one that's attached to the pouch, put a band through it. Make sure they stay flat against each other. The inside loop against the post, the outside loop against the bent metal part of the post. And before I shoot, I usually go like this. Make sure everything is straight. And my favorite little accessory for shooting BBs is a magnet. Got a bunch of different kinds of magnets. Don't really have a preference for any of them. Sometimes I'll keep a little tiny magnet in my hand with BBs all kind of wrapped around it. I can hold that fairly easily while I'm shooting. This will flip around your finger. I suppose if I had to choose a favorite, they make a little kind. I got at Acer Hardware that has a ring that goes around your finger and it's attached to a magnet. You can get a jillion little BBs or heavier ball bearings on that, and it doesn't get in the way you're shooting. Send me the BB in the pouch. And again, pull a little bit so that you get the band. If you do this a few times, it'll typically undo any twists that happen when you shoot. Just loosen it a couple times, let the bands recoil, and they re-straighten out. You get about, once you've used this, you get about 20-inch pull or so. The way I hold this is, these are toys. You can't really use a hammer grip. They're fine the way they come with the really low power bands. But if you want to really get any speed from this, the easiest way to grip this and get a good solid pull is to put your thumb through the neck and wrap your fingers around. That gives you a really nice strong grip. See, this thing just zips. Easy. I haven't done a throwing test on this, but it's fast. These things are super accurate too. There's no inconsistencies in the way they're tied. Every single one of them comes out exactly the same, and they're just incredibly fast and accurate. I do this on screen, so see again. Things will get a little bit twisted sometimes. Just get the pouch undone. Every once in a while, you may have to flip one of the bands around like that. Make sure everything's straight and even again. Pull, so you know the bands are fully attached and aren't about to come out when you shoot. Put your thumb through the frame. Send the BB well in the pouch. Rip it. Turn it straight up and down. Just awesomely quick. And this is one of the most accurate little slingshots that I've got out of all the commercial and handmade ones. This cheap little thing costs a few pennies. It is one of my favorites. It is super lightweight, you stick it in your pocket, and really zings BBs about as well as anything on them.